Alright. Let's take a look around and see what we've got going on here. Not a lot of carbon, so we might not be looking at scavenger, but the carbon is really nice. What's there? That is a nice, easy, ridiculous amount of carbon right there. Good 6 per second from just 2 tiles. But that might not be enough to sustain 2 scavengers, so we're going to be looking around at other stuff too. Let's see. There are some decent expansive territories if you don't have to worry about steel. Steel and iron looking like they might be a bit awkward this time. I am very, very tempted to just wait things out for a while at this point. Potentially even do something a bit silly and just go here, for example. Or even like this. And hope that King Morgan can kind of take the lead this time. And I can just function as his upgrader, you know?
Expansive colony founded.
And see exactly how that goes. Let's see. King Morgan, he did not immediately take aluminum, and so we are going to have to watch out for that. It would have been much better if he had taken aluminum, given that I already had the steel production, in my opinion. If he had found it in this basic area, it would have been a bit better. He is going to be our primary person. It would be better for him to take the first upgrade, so I'm going to sell down just enough. And let him take the first upgrade. Because he's expansive, he'll get a lot of claims. And because we need aluminum, this will allow him to get those aluminum claims down very, very easily. And then when I upgrade, I can very easily move into something like glass, is the basic idea here. So even though my upgrades are pretty good, they're going to take my stuff. This is the downside here. We just don't quite, we weren't quite fast enough off the block. No! I was so close! I was so close. That's disgusting. Oh, that's really infuriating, actually. Alright, we're just going to take these two then. That's okay. It's just not what we wanted. It's very, very frustrating to be forced into that position, but it is what it is. But this will let me take glass pretty easily. And then I'll need to pick one last thing to take. I could just take more steel. It's not going to be great. It's not going to have great adjacency. But it is just a little more steel, which could be good enough. I should be selling down a little bit, making sure I can do that. And then selling down just a bit more to make sure I can do that. Now, he does have iron coming in, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Because they don't have iron in particular, so it'll be nice for us to be able to abuse that resource later on very, very effectively. Let's see, those are auto-supplying. I just need to make sure I consistently have the oxygen that I need to keep them functional, and we'll be good to go. Sell down just a little more, make sure that we're going to be okay for a while. So, King Morgan will be next to upgrade. We're going to let him take it as soon as he can. I don't think he is... Yeah, he's not sharing a whole lot with... He's not sharing anything with us, actually. Whereas we are sharing everything with him, so that is something to watch out for. Don't know exactly how much he's sitting on over there. Let's hope he can use it effectively. I could use his aluminum, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm probably going to focus on... I don't even know what to focus on from here, actually. I could try and get to a patent office and abuse that in some fashion, not go for virtual reality, but do something simple. Try and get to teleportation after the next upgrade sort of thing. Could work out all right. I could try and move into... Oh, there we go. There's a bit of a share for me. And just try and abuse the fact that I'm a scientist by getting down some food as well for myself. But along with teleportation, just to make sure that... I'm going to go ahead and actually sell down enough so that I can just grab that. I'm going to sell down whatever I have to make sure I can take that when it's available. He should get out of his steel at this point. Should have a long time ago. Just because I have a fair amount of steel production for us. I didn't commit to it harder because I didn't see the need. Teleportation is what, 80? Something like that? Oh man, he has... adjacent geos up there. That'll work out well for us for power, thankfully. Where is that plot? It's way over there. Nobody wants it. Alright, that's fine. I'm a little worried about exactly how much I'm spending on this. Blues already has slant drilling, which is also a concern. Adrenaline boosts are available, and I don't have one, nor a goon squad, which is also a concern. Just not quite enough cash coming in anywhere, it seems, to actually be making this play. As you can see, I can't quite afford what I want here. I'm close, but I'm not quite there yet, so I'm just going to be stealing our resources to make sure I can get it done. And then I'm going to be trying to make sure I can get it defended in plenty of time, rather than focusing on just the adrenaline boost. There we go. That'll make sure we're protected and I can continue with this food production very, very easily. I'm going to have to watch these, make sure they don't actually get a launch off, but now it should be very, very simple. Why do I have... Oh, he's sharing food with me. He's also moved into food production. That's unfortunate. He should have gone for reactors because I was already in food. This is what I'm talking about from the whole... Like, it actually takes a little bit of cooperation from the team in order to work particularly well. I'm not going to launch these because I don't want them to get pirated. I don't see the point in taking that risk when we have access to teleportation. At least my farms are good. Hopefully King Morgan will be able to upgrade very, very soon. Especially once teleportation finishes up. I'm going to want to start something else. I'm not really sure what. I could go ahead and hit virtual reality just because I'm already in the patent office. And I'm sure that I can get to it and get to that pleasure dome, and I will just have to make an effort to transition that money over to King Morgan once I've got it. It's not the best, but I'm already in the patent office, so it is what I'm going to go with this game. I'm not going to hit thinking machines. It would be interesting if patents were shared. Just throwing it out there. It might be kind of like a nice little thing. Just saying. Well, there's all this cash sitting around. Okay, King Morgan took a fair amount of that cash and just hit straight up to 5. I'm fine with that. He can fly up to 5, get all of his territory down, and make good use of that. That is totally fine. What I should do in response to that, I think, is just go ahead and grab a claim. Just grab a claim, right? Now I'm going to keep selling down some water. I should have food coming in just fine, right? I could go into a little more food. That's definitely an option. Okay, King Morgan's been selling that down. That's what's going on there. And I am just going to make an effort to get down this pleasure dome over here. Come on, let me do it. There it goes. Units in off-world markets are powered with water. That's potentially a nice one, as opposed to fuel, basically. But I don't need it. I already have teleportation. King Morgan should have fought over that a bit harder. It's hard to communicate those patents unless you're actually talking to each other, but that's fine. That's fine. I may want an upgrade before King Morgan actually pushes to an off-world market. It's hard to say. He's not there yet. I haven't checked how good off-world markets are, but I'm just going to take the upgrade because I can get some nice... I can get a decent farm going over there. So I'm just going to take that. And then I may try and find another tech to take, something like nanotech. Just something simple and straightforward and easy. But I need to get these other 3 claims down as well. I could just go into a little more food over here. They're not great positions, but they're functional, and I can maybe even just go into a little more glass right there. No slant drilling available to me since Blues already took it, but that's potentially okay. Let's just go ahead and get something like... carbon scrubbing could actually be really, really nice, given that we don't have carbon and they do. It just keeps them from controlling that market on us, so I'm going to work toward it. Immediately mutinied on my pleasure dome. Well, we'll do what we can about that, which isn't going to be great, but will be something. And now, hopefully, I'm paying off some amount of debt per second, if I could actually hold on to the stupid thing. Unfortunately, I'm just losing track of everything that I need to take care of because team game. How do those off-worlds look? Off-worlds are only okay. They're not great, actually. They're only okay. So I don't know if the rush to the off-world is even what we need to be focused on this game, although it probably would not be a bad idea to get it down. We missed carbon scrubbing. I was not fast enough to it, which is actually embarrassing considering I'm the scientist. This one looks like it might go a bit longer. Engineering labs might be kind of important for it. I would love to take this back, but it just doesn't look feasible at the moment, which is really unfortunate because it's handing them an awful lot of money right now. I could upgrade.
The black market is online.
I don't like that the black market currently, when it's this high, covers up chat box. Alright, I'll take it. If he wants me to have it, I'll take it. Now, I can't do great things with carbon this game. Just because slant drilling and carbon scrubbing got taken away so quickly, but I can at least do something like claim these tiles and make some use of those for something like Chem Labs, and that could still be okay long term. I did get nanotech, that's good. Ah, man, I didn't even see what that was. There's too many things to look at right now. Playing on a team is hard, guys. I don't know if you know that. And what else, what else, what else, what else, what else? I should really probably have a little more steel production down. I was tempted to go with engineering labs. Better idea might have been a hack array plus an engineering lab. If I can get that done rather than just some extra general production right now. Just go into those. I don't know if I need any of these things. They have so much cash. Probably working with a hack array on water or something. They've got all that shut off. I don't know if we have any water collection whatsoever. I don't think King Morgan ever took any. Which is kind of unfortunate, is what I'm going to go with. Because it means they just have a stranglehold on the water market, and it means King Morgan is having a hard time using his territory. Yeah. I don't know who threw that boost down. Probably them, trying to burn through more of King Morgan's stuff. We have water. Do we have water? Where's our water? Oh, there's our water. It's just frozen. Gotcha. We'd use more water.
Your stock is being bought.
At least at the moment we could, right? Things have just gotten a little bit odd this game. No, I can't get enough. No, come on, I had it. Ah, that's infuriating. That's just very, very frustrating. I don't know what happened over here. Now we have an Offworld going down, but it took a long time to get that down. I never got this thing goon squatted, so I've never had this thing, which is so infuriating. The fact that you can just be chain mutinied like that, very, very frustrating. And you can't even be chain mutinied. I'm just having trouble keeping up this game, is more or less what it comes down to. Very frustrating. I needed that guy to be paying off my debt at least, which would have probably left me in a much better position here. It's just it's a very big deal. I haven't been able to keep a hold of my Pleasure Dome, and there's no excuse for it. All I needed to do literally was purchase a goon squad, and I just never got around to it because I'm so flustered by being on a team. Very frustrating. My steel's frozen again. Once again, unfortunate. Let's see. King Morgan took up a bunch of cash. I guess that's fine. They just have so much money. And I'm not sure from what. I guess there is a hologram around, or that's been planted down. And obviously the Pleasure Dome is making Blues way too much money just because he has 2 of them. I hate this building. I hate this building so much. That has never gone away. And I think at this point it never can go away. I am just in a perpetual state of being so furious with this building. It's never going to stop. I hate this building. I don't know why it's in the game. I have hollow off. I don't know what that means. Oh, there it is. Okay, gotcha.
8,000.
So they don't have a hologram down, which means their cash is coming from just a less... I guess it's just this water plus electrolysis going on. And that's what's doing it, really. I didn't even look. I don't remember what the best Offworld stuff was. Apparently it was food, so what I can do to help out with that maybe is just beef up my food production. Yeah, I see that he does, which is good. I can see that myself, thankfully, but I'm going to sell down just enough to grab this, make sure I've got it ready to go. I should have done that a long time ago. That would have made such a huge difference this game. If he did, like, all putting this down was give them an extra source of cash at this point, which is so frustrating. That needs iron. It's still okay, even without its iron supply. I don't know if we have iron. We do have a little iron coming in right now, so that's good.
Price manipulation begins shortly.
I don't think that our opponents have steel. Waiting on this, waiting on this, waiting on this. It's very frustrating to have this building not pay off at all. I needed the goon squad and I didn't have it. Well, he may as well take it now. I don't know where their stockpile of steel came from or when, but that's fine. They may have a spy down on my hacker array, quite frankly. There. 10-second window for defending that. Ridiculous. We're not going to be okay here. We're not okay at all. But because they just have too much stock, We don't have anyone really leading the way at this point, charging forward. I don't need to do that. I need to do something like that, maybe. I just don't have enough water tiles either. Like, the glass isn't good. I should have probably transitioned out of this into something like electronics a long time ago. The cams aren't doing well, and I forget about them because they're up in this corner. They're actually just sitting around losing money right now, which isn't good at all. I don't know why we don't have enough water coming in. That's very awkward. Just very, very strange. I guess I could move into water. I have nanotech, so this is actually just pretty clearly the right call in a lot of ways. Shipped glass off-world. Is glass really that good off-world? I didn't even look. Oh, good. And now I've got an X stuck around. No, I don't want to place a stupid... Nope, yep, that's going to be the game right there. No point in playing the rest of this out. I didn't realize King Morgan was so close to being killed off. Maybe you do share stock in trying to acquire somebody. I don't really know. Regardless... That's going to be game over. I should have defended this better. Would have made a big difference instead of handing them over a bunch of cash. Very frustrating that that one building is so important. I hate it. I want it to go away. And no point in playing out the rest of this one.
Auction unclaimed. Bidding closed.
Alright. I don't know if there's a whole lot to look at for that one. They were pretty coordinated and we were pretty not, honestly, is a big part of what it came down to, it felt like. It's just, the game plan wasn't there for us. Like, when King Morgan goes from HQ level 3 up to HQ level 5 in an instant, you can tell something's generally gone wrong, right? And then that combined with my not defending my Pleasure Dome immediately, and how much that costs when you fail to defend it. All of that caused pretty massive problems. If I had just defended the Pleasure Dome, I would have been able to pay off debt easily. Very quickly, and then been able to start making money from it. But if we just look... I hate this building. 211,000 is what Blue's made off of Pleasure Domes this game. Whereas I only made 60. And obviously my Pleasure Dome, like, when he steals my Pleasure Dome, together he's making about as much as my Pleasure Dome makes on its own, right? So that whole time, it would have been a lot more money in my pocket if I had just defended that appropriately. But I didn't. I should have been more aggressive in taking the money to do that. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and get out of here.